So it turns out that Kamala Harris was burning through cash like a drunken sailor on Fleet Week. Her campaign cost $1.5 billion. That's billion with a B. And now we are finding out more of the details here about how she actually blew through $100 million a week for 15 weeks. That's right. Her campaign, just 15 weeks long, spent $100 million a week. Now, celebrities that were there to endorse her and give her her support, like Oprah Winfrey, they walked away with some cash for themselves, right? Now, Oprah was confronted about this, saying, "Oh no, I didn't personally take any cash from this, but her company got paid. We say it was just $1 million, two payments to Harpo Productions at $500,000 apiece, but more than that, the event where Kamala Harris sat down with Oprah Winfrey cost the campaign $2.5 million just for that one segment that they did." Now, here you got people like Oprah Winfrey and the Democrats that tell you Donald Trump only cares about making himself wealthier. Kamala Harris says, "Hey, could you help me with my campaign?" Sure, that'll be $2.5 million. Oprah says, "Well, the staff had to get paid. We had to pay production. We had to pay all this other stuff." So they build a campaign, and the campaign paid for it. Who else got paid? Millions of dollars were spent on these other luxurious concerts and celebrities like Lady Gaga, Beyoncé, Eminem. All these people were on the take. It was a money grab. This was a hustle for the people that were donating to the campaign. Reminds you so much of what Black Lives Matter did to all their people that were donating to them. They preyed on these people like, "Oh, we're going to help the black communities. We're going to do this. We're going to do that." They took your money and they bought mansions with the money. Kamala Harris was telling you, "Oh, we're going to defeat Donald Trump. We're going to do this." She's using the money and paying celebrities, paying other people on the campaign trail. Everyone was getting fat in the purse except you. And now the campaign is over $20 million in debt. What else did they spend the money on? $2.5 million on digital agencies to work with online influencers. How many times during this campaign do we see these BS artists on TikTok and on Instagram and on Twitter doing these complete shill videos for Kamala Harris? It was all bought and paid for, none of it organic, okay? $600 million was spent on producing and buying media ads. Okay, so the campaign is $20 million in debt, and they are sending out these Harris Fight Fund emails begging people to donate to help bail out the campaign before the nut is due on December 5th, which they say they'll make it. But this, again, these people were hoodwinking you to donate to her campaign, and they were burning through the cash. Okay, they spent $900,000 for an ad on that globe in Las Vegas. Meanwhile, what was Donald Trump doing? He goes on Joe Rogan. You know what it cost the campaign? $0. He goes on Joe Rogan, and it reaches millions and millions of people, millions of viewers. Kamala had the opportunity to do that. She chose not to. I'll do an event that's going to cost me money that no one's going to watch. So she does an Oprah Winfrey event for $2.5 million. Nobody sees this thing. It costs the campaign money. What else does Donald Trump do? He goes on with Aiden Ross on a live stream on Kick. Millions of people see it. He does the Theo Vaughn. He does all these podcast interviews that don't cost the campaign anything, and they are seen by millions of people. Plus, he's got an army of influencers out there that are tweeting organically that truly want to save the country. So this is what you saw the difference between people that were just running a phony, fraudulent campaign with celebrities up there who were bought and paid for their endorsements, which at the end of the day didn't sway voters one iota. Nobody cared who Eminem wanted you to vote for. Nobody cared who LeBron James wanted. Nobody cared who Oprah Winfrey told you to vote for. None of that mattered. At the end of the day, it was Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Now, Kamala Harris was telling you she was going to help fix the economy. Even though she told you she wouldn't do anything different than Joe Biden, she said, "I'm going to fix the economy." And she went over budget on her own campaign. This is the woman that would have helped you get out of debt. This is the woman that would have helped with the country's debt. Are you out of your minds? We dodged a major bullet. We dodged a bullet like Trump did in Butler, Pennsylvania, because if this woman would have ever gotten in there, we would have been toast. She couldn't even keep her own campaign on track. $20 million over budget, $100 million a week for 15 weeks. Kamala Harris knows how to burn through cash. That's exactly what she did. She's a phony, a fraud. So are the Democrats. Donald Trump is back. The entire world is hooked on doing the Trump dance right now. It took the NFL by storm, the UFC by storm. Everybody's feeling positive. People are optimistic about the future of this country, and we are going to hit the ground running here on January 20th, despite the fact that these Democrats are going to do everything in their power to stop us.
You're listening to the Alec Lake Show, the future is